What's up, everybody? Little Big Robot's back with another video of a robot, of a little version of a big robot. This time I'm looking at another entry grade. Entry grade, that's an entry grade right there. What it is basically a very simple kit. And you literally can just use your fingers. You don't need any tools, no paint, no stickers, no glue. So the no glue part is pretty, standard for Gunpla. It means generally that you're going to have, a snap fit kit that works really well. But now that having no stickers, even no paint, you can get away with that. Just build them how you want. But the no tools is fantastic. These are probably one of my favorite things. This is the first one. This is the Granddaddy RX-78 2 Gundam, and this is the Strike, which is like a newer version of it. It's really not so crazily different. They're really the same thing. I'm trying to see if I have one up here on my shelf. Can't find the entry grade, but it's one of my favorite kits. Period. This is no different. It's just like building the regular Gundam. Pretty much, it's just has a bit more flair to it. They also have an entry grade RX-78 that I've got to get that is comes with weapons and stuff, so it's a bit more, but they're about $10. So for about that amount, you can get this little kit. In fact, I bought 6 or 7 of these. I'm going to bring a couple of them up to my brother's. I'm visiting for a weekend, and I'm going to give 1 or 2 to my nieces and nephews, along with some other stuff, because you can just literally, it's as easy as it sounds. You literally have the sprue like you do in a regular Gunpla kit, but they have designed it to where the sprues, once you're done, are completely empty. There might be a part or 2 left on this one, but I don't think so. So it's completely, so once you're done, you don't even have to worry about like snapping off the useful parts and da-da-da-da. You literally just have to, snap it apart, put it together, and enjoy. And as you can see, they're all empty. So it kind of shows how they're able to engineer a kit to be very efficient in its space, how it's put into the molds and stuff, because if they're able to squeeze more stuff onto one sprue and it's a smaller package, you might be able to get more in there, or it's cheaper because you're saving on plastic. Every little cent makes a difference in the profit margin of a kit like this. You get from all the way from Japan for $10. I mean, they're probably not making a few bucks on it, if even that. But when you're done, you get, just filling this like this, as I'm moving them around, you can see it's really like this arm shoulder is really tight. Now that can happen on lots of different models, but they really build this to have, this is kind of like a flagship type of a kit. Now they want you to check out the fancy ones, the MGs and the RGs and all that stuff like that. But for an entry grade kit, meaning a kit that you just buy and put together with your own hands, it's absolutely a steal. And you get some different parts here. You can take off the shield off the back. How do you do that? Let's just take it off this way instead. Come on. Now see how tight it's locked in there? It kind of pops off the back here. Let's see if I can take the shield off. It's gonna drive me great. Why am I not doing it right? Wow, what am I not doing here? I'm gonna start crying. Take that off. There, let's take it. Dear God, oh my God. I can't even get the shield off. Is it stuck in there as well? Oh wow, that's something. I'll have to look that up. That's amazing. So, and like the gun is just the 2 halves of the gun, nothing fancy, but the detail work now on the plastic as well is really nice. And it just has this nice little handle that you can literally just pop in, but it feels nice and tight in the hand. It's not wobbling around, so you can put it in cool poses, but it's light enough because it's just a couple pieces that, you can do some cool poses and stuff and hold it with one hand, hold it out with no weight issues or anything like that. You can do all these wicked poses, as is now the norm for HG or basic Gunpla kits. You get so much range and mobility and ability to do cool poses and whatever. It's just ridiculous now that this is the standard. I said that in my last review of the regular Gunpla entry grade Gundam, the RX-78, but this is just This is one of my favorite things. This is probably one of my top 5 kits, these entry grade ones, this one and the RX-78, even though they're pretty similar, is because you just get a great looking color separated parts. You could add paint, you could do but also look at the lack of seam lines. That's an armor line, what you call it, I call it an armor line, where it's intended to be there, so it's intended to look like a joint. These are solid part here, where it separates here might be a seam line right there, but it's so unobtrusive because it feels like it's part of that intentional, you know. There's a little bit. Now see, you're gonna get, this isn't a seam line, this is another armor line where it's designed to look like 2 pieces that go together. It's not supposed to be completely closed or, you know, completely smooth. But right there, it's probably a good point to point it out. Right there, if I can get it to focus, sorry about that, oops, is just a little bit of a shadow of a nub mark. So when you break it off with your hand, there's another little nub mark there. You do have some nub marks left, but you could literally almost scrape that off because the plastic is such a nice plastic. You'd almost scrape it off with your fingernails. But I like to leave the nub marks if I can, as I'm building, because it's quicker, because I've got a lot of kits to review. But also B, it shows that even with those nub marks, you get a really, really cool, I mean, you're having to look at it up close to see any real issues. And I put these together really fast. I don't smooth them out or anything. He's got a little bit of a scrunch and stuff, but just a really fantastic, you know, because what they do is they cut down all of the BS and they get it down to making it a kit, you know, that is meant to be, you know, posable and stuff, but also sturdy. So they've designed a kit for, I mean, look at that, that's cool. It's got like a little, comes off of the heel, so you can make them go really, oh, I guess I pulled too hard. But you know, you can, so just for a $10 thing, you're getting almost more posability and kind of options than a lot of kits that were made, you know, 5-10 years ago. Even nicer kits. So these are just amazing. If you want to pick one of these up, I definitely recommend it. You can find them on sale all the time on sites. Target will always have, I believe, the entry grade. They'll also have this one, which is essentially, let's see here. This is the entry grade that came. I've reviewed this as well. This one was only at Target. I'm sure they're selling it online now, but again, no tools, no paint, and it's this American model. Let me show you this. This is really cool. Where'd it go? Come here, American model. Oh my gosh. Same kit, but again, you can see what they're doing here. They're just adding differences in some of the flare, you know, some of the lines. Now this one did have stickers, but it makes this cool looking USA America Gundam. So, you know, and I think that one was $10, something like that, 10, 12 bucks. And that one you can get at Target right now. You can get the entry grades at Target. So if you have, you know, if you're going to a birthday party and to pick up some, you know, there's a bunch of kids there or whatever, pick up 50 bucks worth of these kits, and it'll keep them busy. And then they can play with them. And if they break them or something, it's not really a big loss. But you'd be surprised at how tough these things can be. You know, even though you throw them around or whatever, and the leg can come off with too much twisting. You know, you'd be surprised at how long they can actually last. These are just fantastic. And on your shelf, of course, they're going to last even longer. So another great one. Go pick up the Strike. That's the new version of the entry grade. I think I've got 3 or 4 more coming just because I like having them sitting around just for friends or kids, you know, who want to build a model kit. Enjoy, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.